It is a dream of many lawyers to do international work, and most see an international LLM as a channel to secure such opportunities. What attracts them? Let me show you. Number one, money. Okay. International work pays a lot more than domestic legal work. I'm going to show you what, like by a mile, like international legal work compared to domestic legal work, no comparison. It can be 100 times more that you're getting paid if you have real good international work. I'm going to show you how and where. Purchasing power parity. Do you guys know about this concept, purchasing power parity? For $1,000, what you can buy in the US, in India, compared to that, you can buy 21 times more things. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, if for $1,000 in US, I can buy 100 or I don't know, 200 McDonald's burgers, in India, I will be able to buy 21 times more. So I'll be able to 2100 in India, just for an example, right? So the price of things is much lower in India and very high in the US, 21 times more. So if I'm hiring a lawyer, I might end up paying 21 times more to the lawyer in the US compared to the same lawyer in India. Same thing in UK. UK is not as expensive as US, but even in UK, you might pay 15 times more to a lawyer or for a renting a house or for any service. Generally, this is generally speaking, right? Not specifically about lawyers, but generally speaking, things cost in the UK 15 times more than India and 21 times more in US. That's a lot, right? Are you getting what purchasing power parity is? But get this point, that something, not each and everything, but generally speaking, things cost 21 times more in dollars, in US dollars, than in India in Indian rupees, and 15 times more in the UK. And whatever your country you are in, it would be like this. I mean, there will be, I can't give you like a table of each and every country right now, but making a point that there's a purchasing power parity difference. Okay, you need to be aware of this. Okay, now let me give you an analogy. Just think about how people earn more in Mumbai versus Pune, which is a city close by, but salaries in Mumbai are much higher than salaries are in Pune. Okay, or Delhi versus Lucknow. In Delhi, salaries are much higher than in Lucknow. Okay, Lucknow is also a capital city of Uttar Pradesh, next door, not very far, 2 hours, 3 hours difference. But these cities are quite close, but the salary is so much different. Why is that? Why does that happen? Have you thought about it? What if you can live in a small town but work in a job in a big city, right? Just imagine for a moment that you are working in a big city where salaries are high, but you are living in a small town where prices are low, rent is low, cost of living is low. Okay, is it possible now due to remote work? It was not possible earlier, but now is it possible? Right? So for example, if you live in the US, you will get more salary than you will get in India or Nigeria or any other country, any other developing country, right? But your expenses will also be higher. But remote work is saying that you can work in the US, but maybe you can live in another country if you can work remotely. A lot of people who came to big cities for work have now moved back during the pandemic to their hometowns, even causing rents in some cities to crash. Are you aware of this? For example, in Bangalore, this is happening. A city of empty houses. How work from home job losses hit Bengaluru's residential rentals. This is in January 3, 2021. This is 20th July 21, right? Rents decline, vacancies rise in IT hubs, again in Bangalore. You can find this for Delhi, Bombay, every city. It's happening around the world. New York. So people are working from their hometown, enjoying lower costs of living while drawing big city salaries. Is this nice? Is this good or not? Naturally, Indians. So we found this interesting data point. You can see for your country also. Indians are now saving more than any ever. Nearly 70% Indian consumers have increased savings and investments post-pandemic. Okay, because of these kind of reasons. Now, this is within India. What if we could make this international? What if you could work in jobs in London or New York or California while living anywhere in the world? Okay. It was earlier not possible because people had to be physically present to do that work. Not anymore, as more and more organizations get accustomed to remote work, at least for some roles. Now, think of the difference between what you could get paid for doing Dubai, Singapore, London, or New York work. In the age of remote work, this is not far-fetched. Okay. For instance, partner of a large US law firm, which is the biggest law firm, like the most expensive law firm in US, Kirkland and Ellis, charging $1,000 to $1,795 per hour during 2020. In India, it will be hard to find even top law firm partners in India who can charge even $300 per hour. That also only to like top foreign clients can pay such rates. Nobody else will pay. Okay, these kind of rates. Without going into specific countries, the point is that there is a massive advantage if you can live in developing countries while working remotely for clients or employees in developed countries where wages are higher. This is called talent arbitrage. You can get paid more if you work for international clients compared to domestic clients or domestic employers, as they are used to paying their lawyers far more. You get opportunity to work on larger, more complex matters. There are very few experts on international business laws, international IP, international trade, international taxation, international disputes, technology law. So per hour rates are higher. All of these things become very easy and reachable when you have an international LLM. Plus, you qualify an US bar exam or SQE in the process. Okay. Also, as you start doing remote work, you get to build experience, track record, acquire more relevant skills, build relationships and network in these countries, making it easy for you to find opportunities to migrate later on. So some of you are thinking that all this remote work is very nice, but I am not interested. I want to go live there. I want to live in New York. I want to live in California. I want to live in London. Is that possible? I want to live in Canada. Is that possible? Sure. This is the starting point, not the end point. And doing these things can actually open the doors for you, help you to put the foot in the door. There are some other benefits too. Money is not everything. Some people really want to work on things that give them an intellectual high, or they want to work on matters of global significance, right? An international LLM coupled with international qualification in a jurisdiction like US, UK, or Canada can open doors to working on such matters. Okay, think about it. What kind of businesses have international legal and compliance work? A lot rides on this kind of work. Very high stakes, high legal bills. Businesses expect to make a lot of money from their international expansion, so they invest a lot of money to get it right. When they are making significant investments, they cannot afford to take wrong steps. Things have to work out as per a plan, which means this kind of work is top priority for them. Okay. Also, you might get to work with international organizations. You may get to work against giant international corporations, getting exposure to regulators in different countries, building an international professional network, living abroad. You get to travel internationally. So these are some things that people want, why they want to do international work, why international LLM and then followed by international work is so attractive for so many people. Many people dream of living in developed countries like the USA, UK, Germany, and other countries, right? The challenge is the visa regime of these advanced countries make it very hard to get the first opportunity. You have no experience of working in the US market. How will you get your first opportunity, right? Now, it is possible to get that experience by working remotely in developed countries while living in your home country and then migrate later if you want to, as you build up your credentials, track record, and network in that country. Would you be interested? Some people want international careers that will enable them to travel extensively and see the world. I am one of them. With these qualifications and credentials, if you have a good international LLM, if you have qualified in a foreign jurisdiction like UK, US, or Canada, you can be a digital nomad living in places of your choice while you are working in your dream job, somewhat like me.